All right, guys, we're currently working on a project called Workstreet, and we've faced an SEO issue. So we're basically tackling this to fix that. Let's dive in and see what the problem is. Look at this section. These are client logos. Now, on some of these logos, you'll see a little badge that says Case Study. When you hover, a card pops up. This is a separate card, and it's supposed to take you to the related case study page for that company. Got it? Now, we also have other logos here for related companies that don't have a case study. But in those cases, the cards don't appear. Well, they don't appear because they're set to display none. And we did this primarily using Webflow's Conditional Visibility feature. So, here's what happened. If I inspect the elements to see the card on this one, look, the card has a class, W Condition Invisible. That means it's coming straight from Webflow. It's set to display none, but here's the kicker. It's still in my source code. So why is that an issue? Take a look. There's a link in here, which is an empty link. It doesn't link to anything meaningful, and that's going to hurt our SEO. But look at the one that does have a case study. The link is actually populated. See this one, no extra classes here, and look, it has a meaningful link. So that one's totally fine. It's working as expected. How did we set it up? Let's see. It's inside a component, and inside that component, we have a CMS collection. What collection is this? Clients. And this specific card, this card right here, if we check the settings for this card, it says related case study is set, meaning the card should only be visible for items where a related case study is set, and all the others should be invisible. How does it make them invisible? With that display, none. This is a known Webflow issue. People have been talking about this for ages. Basically, when we use conditional visibility, Webflow doesn't remove the element from the source code. It just puts that display none style on it. So what are we trying to do? We want to use the standard visibility toggler. When we set that to hidden, what happens is it doesn't render in the source code at all. That's the feature we need here. Now, to do this, what could we have done? We could have ditched the collection and just manually added the elements. But instead of that, if we apply a little fix inside the collection, it's going to solve everything. So here's my client's CMS collection. If I go into one item here, look at the fields, name, logo, quote, then there's the headshot. These are the inner details. What are they for? They're for the inner details here. Now look, here's a drop-down called Related Case Study. What is it? It's a single reference field. If we go into it, see, Related Case Study is connected via a reference. Now, this isn't set for all of them. If we check a few items, look, it's not set for this one. But if I look at the very first one, see, it is set. Webflow is currently driving the condition based on this field. It's telling Webflow, only show the cards for the items where this field is set, right? And for the ones where it's not set, it's just setting them to display none. But we don't want display none. What do we want? We want it not to render in the source code at all. So here's what we'll do. We'll add another field. Let me just copy the name really quick. See, I'm adding a switch field. I'll call it Related Case Study is set. So I've got this new field. I'll put it below the other one. That'll make it easier to follow. Okay, saved. Now let's go into the items. Look, the Related Case Study here is selected. So that means Related Case Study is set, which is a yes, it is set. We'll change this. It's queued up for publishing. Let's go here. Is it set in this one? Yep, it's set in this one too. So here, we'll also say is set. Yes, it is set. We'll change this. Next, publish. Let's check this one. Let's look at this one. See, nothing is selected in this one. So is set, number. It is not set. We don't need to worry about that. Let's check this one. It is set in this one. It's selected. So we'll check this box because it is set. Now let's save this. We'll put it in the queue. Let's go here. What about this one? Not set. So it will remain unchecked. Let's check this one. Not set either. Unchecked. The ones that are not set will remain unchecked, and the ones we have set, we will just enable here. Not set here either. We don't need this one. Let's move on. This was the one. Since this is selected, we will enable it. And this one was in draft by default from the client. So I'm not changing this status. I just checked the switch. This one too is not set. It will stay as is. Let's check this one. Not set either. No need to check this. No need to check this one either. All right, not set here either. Not selected, not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Our setup is ready. Now let's see how many are set. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is still in draft. Let's check. 1, 2, 3 here. The other one is in draft. That's why it's not showing. So everything looks right. Now let's go to the conditional settings here. So these boxes, the ones we had set with conditional visibility from here, we are not going to keep that setting anymore. See, now it's on all of them. Now we'll come over to the visibility tab and click the plus. Let's select our field. Related case study is set. We'll use this now. Save it. Now look, now it's using the condition that we had set earlier with conditional visibility, but it's doing it differently. See, I didn't use conditional visibility. I set it up using the main visibility toggle, okay? Now let's hit publish and see if we actually got what we were trying to achieve. Let me publish this now. While it's publishing, let's quickly recap what the state was. If we check inside, initially this one was set to condition invisible by Webflow. It was display none. And the one that did have the link, you wouldn't find that class on it. See, that class isn't on it. But the one that didn't have the link had that class added. So now let's see, if everything is working right, I hope it's fixed. Now check out this cool part. Now you only have the image. The card that was below, it's not there anymore. But for the one where the case study is selected, look here, it's actually been appended to the source code. Now look, my anchor tag has a valid link. And this element is actually in my source code. But for the one that is not selected, look, it's removed from the source code. It didn't render. That's exactly what we wanted. What did this solve? Now we don't have any empty links here. Before, what was happening? Check this out. Even if the case study was not selected, it would still render in the source code. It would just be set to display none. And what did that do? It left an empty link. This empty link was damaging our SEO. But now, when I connect it directly using this main visibility setting, instead of conditional visibility, by using a switch field, and remember, this only works with a switch field, the ones that are enabled will show, the ones that are disabled won't. So I just removed the old condition and changed it using this toggle. As a result, it didn't render from here. A lot of people don't know this trick. I hope this really helps you out. Thanks.